Hello, everybody. We are live on today's LemonAid Thursday. So, as some of you may know, on Thursdays, you and me, we create a Q&A session. This is you ask the questions, I answer those questions, and this is how we roll. This is the video that I do on Thursdays. So everybody's welcome to join in. I am looking forward to your questions. We have a couple of questions that I prepared and that I will be answering today. There's not a lot, there's around 8 questions. Some of them have multiple things that I need to touch on, but some of the questions are really simple, so we'll just get really through this one very quickly. So I'm looking forward to your question. There is one rule. So um, as you put in your questions, please type in question or just type in a Q dash and then ask away your question. This will let me know that the question is meant for me. Otherwise, sometimes people communicate and answer each other's question in the group, in the comments. So I will not know that this is not meant for me. Please, in case you are watching and then in case somebody is asking questions, please remind them that they put the Q or a question dash and then ask away the question. This will let me make it simpler, and then I will also be able to answer the questions quicker because I will see them quicker. So we have quite a few people joining us here. I'm very excited for this week's Q&A. Let's see, I have already Christine Case here. I have Gary Lynn Baker already. Fabian Gustavo, here you're fine listening while working again. Bring it home, brother. Fabian, I actually can see your image, but I'm not quite sure why it is not showing up here online. So don't worry about it. I see your name and your image over here on my side. I have Rob here. What's up, David? Thanks for all the training. You're welcome, Rob. I'm pretty happy to be here and doing this all for you guys. Oh, Valentine is here again. Hi, Valentine. Good to have you here. Good to see the LemonAid this week. I'm good to see you, buddy. Okay, so prepare your questions. I have prepared mine, and I hopefully will be able to give you an honest answer that you can go out there and actually use after the session is done. So just please type them into the comment box, and I will be starting very shortly to get and answer them. So I have received a couple of questions from Barbara Derek. I have received the questions from Denise. I have received questions from Christine in the comments already. So these will be the ones that I will start with, and then later on I will be answering your questions then. So we have not a lot of people join us here, so you have a high probability to have your questions answered first. So without any further ado, I would like to jump in and answer the questions, but please, in case somebody joined in now and didn't hear, if you have a question, please type in Q dash and then ask your question, or just type in question dash and then your question. This will let me know that you have a question and then the question was meant for me. Sometimes people answer each other's questions and then this makes me confusing. I need to scroll a lot so that I found the questions. Perfect. So I have Thomas Kahler joining in, already typing in the questions there. I have Richard D'Angelo. Hi guys, it's good to have you here. Yeah, so I think we can start. So as I said, I will answer the questions that I got first. The first one will be from Barbara Derrick. So she asked, David, you taught us how to do the lemon page, a quick lesson on the web page. So I think what she is asking, I was not quite sure at the first, but I think what she is asking is there a tutorial on creating web pages? At this moment, I only have one tutorial available on how to create a web page, and this is a one-page website. This has been done on the Monday's live build a week ago. Actually, this was last week. Yeah. So let me just show you where you can find it. Once you come into the Groove Digital Facebook group, you click here to the live demos. You can scroll down and then find a one-page. Okay, this is how to start designing websites. Here we go. Want to learn how to build out a one-page website for a local business? In this video, we go over exactly how to get your site up and running with GroovePages from scratch. So this was a live build that I created on June 1st. This was a Monday, and it is available over here. Or I want to let you know, guys, that I am working on the Groove Digital Academy. It is my job now. Pushing up the videos onto the Groove Digital Academy, and this video is also available. So once you come to the Groove Digital Academy, you will see GrooveKart trainings, GrooveFunnel trainings. So in the GrooveFunnel trainings, just come over here to view course, and then you will see LemonAid. This will be where I will upload my videos. So LemonAid, David is helping. This is what it means. So if you see the second one, live build Mondays with David Lemon, this was over here, and then you can just find it very quickly here. Also, building out a one-page website for a local business. Click on it, it will load up, and then you can actually make the speed. So you can speed up the video in case I'm speaking too slow for you. I love to watch videos on 2x speed, so this Vistia player is awesome. I really love this one because I can speed up the video and watch it with the pace that I like. Also, below the video, you can find the slides and the links that I mentioned in there. So you can just simply click on the link and it will guide you through where you need to see. So Barbara, this is for you. Here you can see the video where I created a website. If you're looking for a video that is on a bigger website with multiple pages, at this moment I don't have one created, but there is one coming very, very soon. Okay, so I have new questions here. Yeah, so Christine is just showing how to ask the question. So in case you just joined us, please type in Q dash and then your question. This will let me know. This is how I will know that the question is meant for me. Sometimes other people answer each other's questions. So if there is a Q dash, this is for me. Okay, thank you very much, Christine. Okay, so let's answer a couple of other questions from here. I have a question from Denise. David, could you please demonstrate how to connect, for example, an opt-in page to a bridge page, which has the link to the lead magnet on it, to the sales page? So opt-in page to the bridge page, and then to a sales page. Be it my own or affiliate sales page. I watched your training. It was either the bridge page or landing page training, can't remember. However, after you set up the page, you said you could not go over how to connect the page in that training, that you would do it in another training. Could you possibly go over this tomorrow? I think what she asked was tomorrow. Let's see. Pages training, another training. Yeah, so I did a video on this one. I'm not quite sure what you mean by connecting an opt-in page to a bridge page and then to the sales page. I don't know what you mean by this one, but I will show you what I would do in this situation. So let me just head over to app.groovefunnels.com. I will log into my GroovePages account and find the page where I created in a video that I think you are mentioning. And I cannot find it here. It doesn't matter. I'll just start from scratch quickly. Actually, I have sorry guys, I just remembered that I have this one saved. So this one was a template that I created, and this was the video that I did. So when I was creating this lemon page, and then this is a bridge page, and what she is asking on how to connect a sales page after somebody left their email. So what you would need to do is you would need to set this one up correctly. So the input field, you configure it here. you configure the button, the button text, and the button action needs to be submit, Denise. And then after that, you just click between these two. You click in the middle. This will choose the form container. As you can see here, form container over here as well. You choose the integration and then the thank you page. So where the people will go after they left these details. So you would just need to choose URL, and then here is where you type in basically where you want to send them. If this is a sales page, Denise, so you can just type in the address over here. If this is another opt-in page or affiliate page, you still just leave your link over here, and this is where they will be transferred once you collected their email. So I think this feature was being updated at the moment when I was recording that tutorial. At this moment, it is finished. Basically, you can type in your URL. Let me just show you something over here. So let's just copy the Groove Digital Academy link here. And then once you paste this one in here, the update button will not become pink. You would need to either use the delete button or the left and right arrow keys. Once you do something like that, then it will be done. You just need to connect your autoresponder, and then it will be actually taking the update button. So once you update, somebody fills out this one, they will be transferred over. So this feature was a bit buggy at that time when I was recording the video, but it is working now. So you create your bridge page or your opt-in page, and then once somebody fills these out, you can just put in the URL where you want to send them. Okay, let's just see. I have okay, Denise, this is a follow-up question on this one, I think. Question: in the bridge page video in the tutorial, you demonstrate making your chosen background image cover the entire screen. You went to sizing and then click on screen, and then the background covers the screen. The screen option is no longer in that drop-down, as I can see. I'm working on a page and I cannot figure out how to make the background picture cover the screen. Is there something that I need to do? I need to click for screen to show in that drop down. How do I do this now? This is a valid question. So let's just click on the block. Let's go to the background, turn on the expert mode. Let's go to the background and see that this is covering. Okay. This is it. Let's just see the sizing option. I don't have any sizing option here. So once I set the cover, then this will be actually covering the whole screen over here. Before there was a height to set up as a screen, but in case you set up on, let me just see relative to the page. No, I think I just messed it up now. Auto, max width relative to the parent. Okay. This is a valid question, Denise. I still need to have a look at how this is done. I didn't have any problems with this when I was just putting in the cover. So I just clicked on the cover and it was covering the full page. At this moment, it is giving me some type of problems, but I don't understand why exactly. So let me go and test this one out first, and then I will come back to you. Usually in my builds that I did, I just pressed the cover button and I didn't touch the sizing after it was gone. There was an option to make it resize for a screen, but at this moment it is not here anymore. I think this is because you can go in and then put auto. This will cover the full screen once the background is set up. This is a template that I saved from earlier, so it could be that it is still remembering the settings from when that button was over here. So I just need to go out and test it out first, and then I will come back with an answer for you, Denise. Okay. Let's see something else. Yeah, so we have the questions from Christine Case. Let's just have a look. Where do we go to see if anyone that signed up has anyone sign up? I'm not sure what you mean, Christine. Is this for a second tier affiliate link, or what is this for, Christine? Could you let me know, please, in the comments below? She had another question. Can the DNS be the same name for Pages and GrooveKart, like sallystorexyz.com, be used for both? It is a good question. However, in case you have one domain, let me just show you. GrooveKart.com. So in yesterday's video, I went through exactly the DNS settings of GroovePages and also on GrooveKart. What you can see when you go to the settings, this is a GrooveKart dashboard at this moment. When you go to the settings, you need to click on the domain. Okay, over here, you can see that here Cloudflare is already integrated. So it is giving us the name service we need to use. So if we would go over to Cloudflare, it is giving us other name servers that we need to use. So you cannot set up 4 different name servers. For example, this one is the one that we created yesterday, and it was giving us different DNS settings that we needed to set up. These ones, Kanye and Nor. As you can see in GrooveKart, it is giving us Apollo and Uma. So unfortunately, in Namecheap, you can only set up 2. But let me head over Namecheap. There is add more name servers button over here. So let me just log in quickly. I will just make sure that you don't see all my domains. I have loads of domains, but what I want to show you is that we can test this out. I don't know the correct answer on that one. What I would say is no, but I don't want to give a false information. So let me just jump in there and then see if this is actually working. Okay, I cannot access the domains. It is giving me this service unavailable. I think that the Namecheap service is down at the moment. However, once you go into your domain provider, there is an option to set up name servers. In Namecheap, I remember from yesterday, there was a plus button where you can add on more name servers. I don't know how this would work, but we can test it out once basically the domain service is back online. We can test this out. I cannot give you a correct answer. What I would do instead is maybe set up just a subdomain on this one. So like on my previous domains where I showed you, I created lemonmedia.online. I created a subdomain. Podcast was the subdomain, and I just pointed it over here, host10.groovepages.com. And then with this way, podcast dot basically lemonmedia.online, and then you see the subdomain was created within Cloudflare. Maybe using this technique we can also publish it for GrooveKart, but I'm not quite sure how that would work. So if you want, you can test it out yourself. I will for sure play with it myself and then let you know. But if you want a quick answer to that one, you can maybe chat with support team. I think they received questions like this one from other users before. Okay, let's just see. I have a few more questions coming in. Okay, she said yes, second tier. So at this moment, there is no way to see the second tier options. They will be available later on. So let me just see Groove Affiliate. In the reporting, this is where the transaction and all these things will be shown up. At this moment, it is not showing up. Earning reports, payment history, it is not showing up over here. There is things that are still coming soon, so the second tier affiliates are not available yet. Okay, good. I think I answered these ones at this moment. Some of my answers were not very satisfactory, I know, but I will go out there and I will test this out, so don't worry about that. So I took one question from the Facebook group. It was from Pranshu Gupta. Let me just make it bigger for you guys so you can see better. Pranshu Gupta is asking, can someone help me? I created this is a test, but it's not working properly. What am I doing wrong? And then here in the image, it says name equals email. And what he did is input ID, there it is empty. Input name is enter your email ID, and then input placeholder is empty. So Pranshu Gupta, this is for you. I will demonstrate how to actually get through this one. This is a very simple process, but I will show you step by step how to do that. So let me just head over back to GroovePages, and I will show you. Okay, I have Denise asking more questions. Elizabeth Donati is here. Perfect. We have a good team online now. So Pranshu, once we are going in there, and then let me just show you with a template. I will just use the same one, like this one. So when you click on the email, you need to come over here to the configure tab. The email input needs to be email. Okay, and then the input name, the name equals, it needs to be email. These two will let the autoresponder that you have, for example, in my case, this is MailChimp. This will let the autoresponder know what information are you sending it. So the integration is taking in information. So this form is sending information to MailChimp or your other autoresponder. So you need to type in the details. So you are sending in the email, and then email is the name of that form. Okay, that is the name of that information you are sending over. Where you said enter your mail ID, you can just type that in over here. The placeholder, input placeholder. You can see for me it says enter your best email here. You can type in enter your mail ID. I don't know why you would do that, but you can. You can also add validation rules. You want to check that it is an email, and then that input cannot be empty. Once you update, you see now inside this form it says enter your mail ID, and if you set it up correctly, you will be receiving the email information into your autoresponder. You need to just make sure that once you click between the form field and the button, that the configuration is actually set up properly. So the integration needs to be chosen over here, and then you can update and then save your changes. So Pranshu, once you did that one, then you will be able to actually receive email addresses onto your website. Okay, so this one is done as well. I will just delete it so that we have like that. Okay, let me just jump over to the comments and then answer a couple of comments from there. Okay. Is this boring for you guys? Please let me know if this is boring. Some of the things you may already know, but some of the people that are joining us live now at this moment are just quite new. So if you have any other questions, or if you are struggling with something else, please let me know. In case you have something funny that happened to you or you want to share with others, let me know. Let's Okay, Elizabeth saying no, not boring, all helps. Perfect. Thank you, Elizabeth. Okay, I have another question from Denise Williams. Perfect. I will get to that one very soon. Christine is saying great. Thank you. You're welcome, Christine. Yeah, so I didn't mention to everybody that is new, I have a rule on these LemonAid Thursdays. I have actually my lemonade over here. I don't know if you can see it because of the lights and everything, but I'm sipping the lemonade, answering the questions. Once the lemonade is gone, the answers are also gone. basically this session is done for today. So let me just load in the next question and let me just read it quickly. Okay, so this is a question from Thomas Kahler. If I build a website in GrooveFunnels and it is hosted by GrooveFunnels, can I eventually ask to have the DNS directed to my host account? If not, why not? You cannot do that, Thomas, because you don't have access to the DNS records within GroovePages. You are not building your site on the domain that is hosted on GroovePages. You are just pointing your domain. So what you can do is you can export your site. Let me just quickly show you. Let's say this is your site that you built out. You come over here in the upper right hand corner, you click the button and you have the export site function. Once you click the export site, you will get a zip archive, as you see here. Inside the archive, you have the HTML basically code, the HTML site for all your pages on the website. So if you want to create an HTML site, you just upload this to your host and then you have the website up and running. If you want to use it with like WordPress or something, this would not work. You are asking why not? Because we are actually creating these pages on the site. We are publishing it live, but we don't own these DNS records are just pointed. So your domain is pointed only to us. We are hosting the information that you create the site on, but you can export it, transfer it over to your host, but you cannot connect it with your hosting account. So that basically this is a hosting. You cannot connect one hosting to another hosting. This is not how it works, unfortunately. Okay, so I have a couple of more questions coming in. Valentine is saying, come on, David, do not finish the lemons so quickly. Okay. I have another, basically, I have a question from Richard D'Angelo. Denise, Elizabeth, I will be coming on to your questions now. Let me just answer the question that I found here from Gabriel. Gabriel is a person that is a part of our group. He reached out to me because he wanted to know, how will I get paid as an affiliate, as I seriously need the money now? How long will I have to wait to get paid? So Gabriel, I know I answered it for you already, but for everybody else that is watching as well, I want to show you where you can find out more information on it. So let me just head over to the site where all this information lays. So groovejv.com. So groovejv.com. This is basically the website. We have all the information in regards to our partner program. So we have the Groove Partner Program. This is the affiliate program where you promote GrooveFunnels as the product. And then this is the site where we have all the information needed to be learned about the affiliate program. You can watch the video over here, but in case you want to jump in straight to that section where it is saying and it is mentioning the details when you will be paid and how, then you need to scroll down. So you have your promotion tools. This is already integrated. You can come over here, choose your links and basically get these resources. You can check the sales and stats. You can see the testimonials, but we want to see this one: rules, affiliate terms and conditions. So you can read through this one. It says affiliate payouts occur weekly. Your commissions are released after 37 days. 30 days, this is because we have a 30-day money back guarantee, and a 7-day buffer period to handle refund in support. You can expect your commissions to be paid on average between day 37 until day 42 from when the sale is made. Okay, so this is basically the first line over here explains this one. So Gabriel, this is the answer for you. You can read through more of these ones as well. It says here that Um, we pay only after 2 valid sales. A valid sale means that you didn't purchase with your affiliate link. It says, do not buy from your own links. You will not be paid. Do not use affiliate program as a rebate or a discount for personal purchases. So if you do this, this is not a valid sale. So in case you purchased through your own affiliate program, this is not a valid sale. So you will not receive the money for that one. So this is for everybody there. If you have any questions, you are not sure how this one works, come to groovejv.com and read through this one. It explains everything very simply. And also you can watch the video up here on the top of the page where Mike explains the whole program in detail. Okay. So let me just mark this one as done as well. He said, I seriously need the money now. I understand, Gabriel, but this is for security reasons from our side and for your side as well, in case you sold to somebody and then the person actually that you sold the service to refunds. It is basically just impossible to, or asks the refund. It is impossible for us to pay on a commission that didn't, or basically on a sale that didn't happen. Okay, so I am going to the question that Denise had. So she said, I did it yesterday. I can make it cover the screen. Okay, this was from the first question that I said I will need to go in and explore. My image does not cover the whole page and nothing makes it cover the page. Auto did not work. Okay, good, Denise. Let me find this out for you, and I will message you and probably do a video for everybody after I found out the solution. This was working before, and when I was doing my websites very recently, I did not have to do anything else except to cover the page. So let me just go in there after this stream is done, and I will get back to you on that one. Okay, I have Elizabeth saying in a webinar a while back, Mai showed us how we were going to be able to copy the format of any website we liked the layout of in order to use it for our own. Is it still something that can be done? And if so, how? So Elizabeth, this is a good question. This feature is not yet available. So this feature is coming very soon. It will be probably ready for the launch in July, and it will be well documented. At this moment, I don't have any information on where this will be and where the button will be. So at this moment, I cannot demonstrate it, but it is coming soon. I created a video on that one in the Groove. It's in the Groove Digital Facebook group here under the Getting Started. You probably seen this one, but for everybody else, once you click on the Getting Started, you can just scroll through. These are videos, short videos that I created. And then there is one, do you want to transfer your site and pages from other platforms? And then, can I import my site from another platform to GroovePages? Just watch this video. It is a couple of minutes long. It will explain everything. And then you will be able to do that one that I explained in this video. But for that automatic feature, this one is not out yet, so it will not be possible at this time. If somebody else is watching the replay after July, it will probably be irrelevant. This information will probably be irrelevant because it will be already available. Okay, so that is done. I have a question from Denise. I'm not quite sure if this is regarding the same thing that she asked already, but let me just read it through. Okay, so what she's asking, if I can possibly do a quick video basically to show how to do this background to cover the image to cover the background. So let me just do this one. So if you are doing everything from scratch, I'm not quite sure if this will be successful, but I will give it a go anyway. So we need to choose the block. We go into the background section. We choose an image. Let's just say that this image is the one we want to use as a background. We select it. We put some element on it so we can see it, maybe an icon. Okay, this way. And now when we click on the block in the back, we can see, okay, no, okay, let's just leave it on the block. Sizing. So this is just me working with this one. Don't have to replicate this one. So if we put it on 1000, this one is a bit too big. We need to scroll. If we put it on 900, this is a bit too small. Let's just see how it works. Okay, so this is keeping it the same height on each of the devices. Yeah, this feature was not like this before. So Denise, I will probably need to get back to you and to everybody else on that one. I apologize. At this moment, what you could do instead is just use the pre-made blocks. You can use a cover block like this one and then just edit everything on it. It is not scrolling, as you can see. You can just rearrange everything that is on here. You can delete these things, the text. You can put in containers. You can put in 2 columns layouts and everything that you want. You can just use the pre-made blocks at this moment. I will probably need to talk with somebody from the development team where that feature is gone, and how to do that at this moment without that feature. Okay, Elizabeth, question: when using an existing element in GroovePages where a row has, let's say, 3 images, and I want to change the images, is there a way to know what size the template image is so that we can create an image that fits nicely? It depends on the screen size, Elizabeth. I don't have a way of seeing how big the image is. There is a tool called this is a Chrome extension. Chrome extension, and then it is called a ruler. I don't know if we will be able to find it. Page ruler. Let's just try this one. I don't know if this is the one. I think I will need to test a couple and then see what each one does. What they actually do is you can just click on the ruler and on your screen and then go and measure something. For example, where is my mouse? Over here. So I want to measure this over here. Once you uploaded the images, you can download this ruler app, and then it will say what is the height, what is the width of it, and then you can actually resize the images according to that information. This will be dependent on the screen size you are using at this moment. In case you are working only with the things inside GrooveFunnels, I think I understand what you are asking. That you just pull in an empty block, for example, this one with the 5 columns, and if you put an image here, how big will this be? But at this moment, I don't have a way of showing you, only the ruler. So in case you use this one, you can just turn on the ruler inside it. Let's say we want to just check how big this one is. And then with this tool, you can get an approximate and then resize your images according to this. But inside GrooveFunnels, it doesn't give you, inside GroovePages, it doesn't give you the correct sizes of how big it is. Because once you place an image, you can play with the aspect ratio, but it is not the best when you are when you want to work with custom images and everything. So I hope I answered your question correctly. So use the ruler. Basically, I just installed this first one. It is looking like this. You click on it and then you're good to go. Let's just see. I have a question from Denise. I was going to set up my integration with Avaber yesterday. When I went to the add new integration area to drop down as to what type of integration, however, there was nothing on the drop down box to choose from. Not sure if I accessed that area properly. Could you demonstrate? Thanks. Of course. So Denise, this is probably due to a server error that we had yesterday. This has been fixed since. Yesterday, some people had no access to their sites at all, but a couple of minutes later, I even posted about this on the Facebook group. A couple of minutes later, this has been fixed by our development team. We have a best development team in the world, guys. They really are. Just a couple of minutes later, it was fixed, and then people could have accessed everything. But wherever you are inside GrooveFunnels, you have access to the integrations tab. So you can click when you are editing the pages, you can click my integrations, and then you can edit from here. Avaber is visible, and then it will pop up these details that you have to do. Actually, what you can also do is just start from here. You can just pull in an element, you scroll down, and then you have over here integrations. You just choose the one that says Avaber, you pop it in here, and then to actually edit the integration, you just come here to the configure tab. It says Avaber component. You already have the Avaber chosen. It is choosing my Avaber account that I have. You just come here to choose the list where you want to redirect the people after they filled out your form. Click update and you're golden. So Denise, this is the two ways. So you can either add it manually here with integration, or just pull in an element and then you can integrate it from here. Let's just show you. I don't have I don't have a get response integrated. So once I just pull it inside the get response, it should give me an option to integrate it with get response. So configure, and then you get this one. You need to set up get response. Click here to set up the integration. So once you click here, it is already choosing the get response, and then you can just type in your API key, and then you are good. So I hope this answer was good, Denise, for you. Okay, I have Richard here. So Richard, I'm struggling with converting signups to paid members. What strategies are being used by bigger affiliate marketers that convert? This is an awesome question, and I am happy to announce that I have a full video on this one. I'll show you, Richard, where you can find this video. So once you are in the Facebook group, come over here to the Facebook group. On the side, you will see popular topics in posts. When you go to the popular topics in posts, click the tips and tricks button. In the tips and tricks button, you will be able to see this one: how to get started promoting your affiliate link and start getting signups of the GrooveFunnels offer. And in this video, I showed what the most popular and most successful people are doing out there. I showed a couple of examples like Martins and Tim. Tim is one of the number one promoters of the Groove affiliate. So if you want to see what he is doing, you can watch this video, and then you can see how he is promoting it. Actually, I will show you. There was Mike Filsame did this post. Let me just show you about Tim. Tim had just received a payout of $12,000 that he actually managed to get in 1 week. So $12,000 in 1 week using the technique that I explained in that video. So as I mentioned, you just come into the Groove Digital Facebook group. You need to search for the popular topics and posts, click the tips and tricks, and then the video that has this image over here, how to get started promoting your affiliate link, and so on. It actually explains everything. So you can go there, Richard, and then watch this video. It explains in depth. There is a couple of other affiliates that are doing it, but most of them are having amazing success. They are doing it using their own email lists. A couple that I mentioned here are doing everything from scratch. So just watch the video and then you will learn how. Okay. Okay, so this is Thomas answering the one that I mentioned earlier. Thanks so much. I don't mind having an HTML site. That's fine. Awesome. Okay, so the next question is from Rob. I will answer Rob's question and then I will jump over to mine list over here. I have a question from Michael Simmons that I want to answer. I invited him from the group. I told him that I will answer his question. So let's just see. Rob, does Groove do regular copy updates on all the sites we create like our hosting companies do? Typically, they automatically copy the websites in case something happens. So I don't have any information on that one, Rob. If something happens to the websites, I don't have any information on what is the procedure. What I suggest you to do once you are finished with the build of your site, just export it, download it as an HTML, or yeah, I mean or just copy the code. Once you are inside the GroovePages, just click over here, Control A and Control C, just paste it on a notepad somewhere on your computer, like this, and then basically just click paste, and then you save this one. You will have everything that you need in case something happens. I think we have that well thought out. I just don't have the information to tell you on how this works actually. So I apologize for that one. I will go out there and ask my superiors, not superiors, but the people I work with um, that are actually working with these server types of things, and that will know the answer. Okay, so superiors, where did I get that? I don't know. Okay, there's a couple of questions here. I will just jump in quickly to answer Michael Simmons's question. He is asking question on opt-in and landing pages to build lists. I know that I am one that has to understand things to implement. How does the information move from the filling out an opt-in to email marketing platform? Okay, so he is asking how to actually work the integration with the email marketing platform. Then once they have entered the list, how do I automate them getting the lead magnet PDF? So this is very simple. This is going through your email marketing platform. As I showed previously, I'll just start on this page. You have, let's say, a page like this one. You created an opt-in form, basically this field, and then you have a button. You need to click between those two so that the form container is chosen. This is where you can configure the integration. Let's say you have MailChimp as your email marketing platform. You would choose MailChimp, and then you just choose which list you want to send the people that subscribe through this field to, and then you just send them over to a thank you redirect link. You can send them also to a thank you page, which has a download button to download your report or PDF, or you can set this up within the email service, email marketing platform. So inside MailChimp, inside Aweber, inside GetResponse, you can set up automation so that once somebody signs up to a separate list, let's say you have a list, email signups from the lemon page, whatever. This is the name of the list. If somebody new comes to this list, they automatically start sending out the automated emails. So let's say whoever comes to this list, the automation will start and send them the email that has actually the PDF or the download link to the PDF inside. So this can be set up through your email marketing platform. Okay. So I have a Facebook user asking, how can I create a landing page where people put email addresses automatically with second level get email in their inbox, how to download any PDF ebook? Okay, I think this is the one that I just answered. I cannot see the name of this person. If this is you, Michael Simmons, then this is the answer I just did. Okay. So I have Elizabeth saying thanks. I have Christine managing the groups or the comments. Could you remove the question screen? I don't know what this is about. I think when I had something over here that this was showing. Um, Question. Thank you for previous answers. If I want to change the height of a block, I seem to be able to adjust the top in size, but when I go to try to change size, margin or padding, I suppose it doesn't work right. I'm frustrated. Elizabeth, the this sizing options are changing now. This is probably why that screen option was removed as well that Denise mentioned previously, because we are implementing and pushing out updates on getting the feature that you can just pull. For example, I want to resize this black part over here, so I would just click on it and I would pull it down basically, and it will resize. So this is a feature we are implementing at this moment. It is coming very soon, and most probably this is why the spacing and everything is not working, because that feature is being added on, tested, added on, bug fixes and everything. What you are actually saying is that, let me just show you. So it is jumping around. Basically, it is going so 1, then 16, then 2, then blah blah blah. So it is not consistent, and I've seen that one as well. And I know, and the developers know, but this is something that just needs to be left at the side at the moment, so that we can implement these new features, which will make everything so much easier. So I understand the frustration, Elizabeth. What I can suggest is just to try to work with it as it is now. Maybe try to use the pre-made blocks as much as you can, and or I don't like to say this one, or just wait until this feature comes out. I can help you as much as I can. If you message me with an issue like this one, I can maybe give you some tips and tricks. But it is how it is at this moment. Unfortunately, once you are scrolling, it is jumping around. It is a bit in pixels, and then it is a bit in, for example, here is a pixel, then here is rem, then here is, it's just inconsistent at this moment, I know, but better things are coming in the future. So this is why it makes me happy when I see bugs like this that previously wasn't there. I'm happy because I know there was a developer and they're actually doing something with that feature. So if something breaks within the builder, then you can know that something better and more awesome is coming. So this is what I can just suggest you. Okay, so before I go on to answer the other questions, I would love to answer the next question over here. I think Michael Simmons also does SendinBlue integrate with GrooveFunnels through anything like Zapier? Unfortunately, not, Michael. At this moment, the only integrations we have are these over here. So Active Campaign, Aweber, Campaign Monitor, Web Form, GetResponse, GoToWebinar, MailChimp, Mautic, Perxilla, and Product Dino. So these are the integrations at this moment inside the system. However, if you go to feedback at groovefunnels.com, you will be able to see on what position the request, the feature that you need is. So let's just go into GroovePages feature request. You mentioned SendinBlue. SendinBlue integration. Okay, so it has a couple of comments. I vote SendinBlue. I currently use HTML forms. Anyway, you can upvote it. I will upvote it here on my end as well. Ilya upvoted it here as well. Vic Lugo upvoted it. So you can just vote on it here, and then it will come higher and higher in the priority list for our developers. And then this is how they will prioritize what features they are adding on. What you can also do is you can, for example, take this SendinBlue integration. You can copy this a link over and then paste it in a Facebook group. Ask others who would like to also have the SendinBlue integration to go out there and vote on it. What I would suggest is maybe upload a picture. Let's just come over here, just do a picture, upload a photo with saying SendinBlue integration, vote on it, and then just paste in the link, and then this will be like eye-catching. People that actually use SendinBlue will see it very easily, and then they will go in there and then vote on it. This is also for other features. You can just take this one freely, the URL of it. You can share it in the Facebook group and get other people to vote on it. Okay, so this was an answer from my folder over here. Let me just see the other questions from here. Okay, so okay, can you go to affiliate vendor details? In mine it shows someone else's name. Okay, let's just see. Grew affiliate vendor, then okay, so I don't think that this is the one. Where is a vendor? I don't know what you are mentioning. So if I click on vendor, then this is actually showing up. I'm not quite sure. Where are you sending me, Christine? But yeah, okay, I'm not quite sure what you want me to see and where is showing somebody else's name, but you can just message me and we'll figure it out later on. I was trying, but I cannot see where it actually mentions any names. Anyway, let's just see. Denise has a question, a long one, so let me just see. Okay, so Denise is asking about Mike talked on one of the webinars about some very successful people like Bob Proctor, that we will be having them transferring over to GrooveFunnels, and if I know the names of the other people that are joining in. I know a couple of other names, but I'm not allowed to say. Sometimes we have to just keep our customers' privacy there. We have big names, like Mike was mentioning, that the digital marketer guys will be transferring over. Bob Proctor and his company is transferring over, so they are coming. And that doesn't mean that they are partnering with us. That means that they are transferring their own business over to this funnel. So you, as a customer of GrooveFunnels, you will be able to have the same systems and be using the same technologies as the big guys, as the ones that create millions and hundreds of millions of dollars a year. You will be playing in the same field because you will have access to the same software. What you do with it and how you play with it or how you use it is a different story. They probably have employees and all kinds of different experts helping them, but you have that one as well. You have Mike Filsame creating a video almost every Friday. You have me here. I'm not a huge expert. I'm not rich, but you can learn something from me as well. You have Donna Fox, John Garcia. You have John Cornetta as well, doing videos now, doing interviews. So you have loads of help and experts helping you succeed with this one. Okay. Way better, will work like the Divi theme. Yes, so Elizabeth, this is in for everybody, this is in regards to the one that I explained, that you will be able to click on the borders and the spacing and just pull it apart and then make it bigger, make it smaller, and then this will work like some plugins on WordPress similar to Divi and other apps like Elementor and Symfony and things like this. Let me just jump over here to my list and then this orange. I have a question from Eric. He said, "Hi everyone, I watch the tutorials in Groove Digital Academy on Cloudflare, but I can't seem to be able to mask my domain redirect. Can anyone help me with that? I searched the web for 3 hours already and couldn't find a way to do it. I bought my domain from Namecheap and am looking to redirect it to my Groove affiliate link with a secure HTTPS in front of it. Hope someone can help me from this amazing community." So Eric, this is for you. Once you go into the Groove Digital Academy, come here to the GroovePages and publish your site. At the bottom, it is not a very popular video, how to create a URL redirect. This is a video that Simon created from our company, and then in pictures below he explains as well what he did. So he created a new page on a site, and then added on a block over here, and then he went to the site settings, edit the settings, and then here edit the page name, page URL, include the code. He is giving you the code here that you need to use, and then basically you copy over your affiliate link, you paste this in within the code. He explains everything here. He gives you the code, and then basically he publishes this site. He publishes it on both, as you can see over here, and then he is just testing it out. He presses the publish button, and then once somebody comes to this one, they are transferred over and the affiliate link is actually working. So come over here to the Groove Digital Academy. You can learn exactly how to do a URL redirect using this video. This video is 5 minutes 46 seconds long, so it is not a movie time or something very long. In 5 minutes you can really quickly learn how to do exactly what you would like. Okay, so this was a question from Eric, and I have only one at the end. Okay, so this was the first question that I answered, so I am finished with my lists. So guys, now everything is on you. I'm closing this one and I'm just transferring over to answer the questions from the comments. Question, okay, last one. I'm trying to type text into text block. The plus move button is on the right edge on the text and I can't type or see what I'm typing. Yeah, this is actually happened to me as well. Let me just show everybody what Elizabeth means by this. So once we come to GroovePages, let's just open a site like this. My nose is extremely itchy today. So she said, I'm trying to type into a text block. Let's just use an empty text and then something like this. Let's just make it smaller like that. And then let's just put a paragraph here. So sometimes when you click on it, this bar is over here, and as you saw here, this one is showing up when you're typing. When you type a lot of text, these options are not moving away. At this moment, this is being worked on. This has been reported multiple times in the feedback .groovefunnels.com. It was a bug, and there is somewhere that that you cannot see what you are typing. This is being fixed, so we know about this this bug, and this is being fixed. I think with this element, maybe with the heading elements, I saw this one happening to me as well multiple times, so I understand your frustration, Elizabeth, but it is being worked on, so don't worry about it. It is not being worked on for a long time. It will be fixed very soon. Okay, so Christine saying, lol, our benefit David is forgetting to drink his lemonade. Well, thank you for reminding me. I still have a half left, but not a lot of questions there. So okay, let's just see the next question. I have Paul Jones. Hi Paul, it's good to have you here. How can I create a drop-down submenu for the navigation tab in the header? Then how do you create pages for each of those submenus? Let me show you. So as you see, this is my home page. This is my page 2. I will add on page 3. Okay, I will add on another one, page 4. Okay, so I have now 4 pages. Let me just put a navigation bar on this one. Okay, navigation bar, and I will use, I don't know, this pretty blue one. So you now have the navigation that is over here. Home, page 2, page 3, page 4. This is the navigation that I created using the pages over here. If you don't want to show pages, you can click on the nav menu. You can remove the pages. You can choose which one you don't want to show, and you can put in external links. You can choose to show, instead of the pages from here, you can show links to somewhere else. Let me just add on one extra and then rename it to extra link. Okay, and then here you can choose where you want to send them, to a page, to a block. You can just click this block element, and then when somebody clicks this one, they will be scrolled down to that section on the page. You can send them to a different URL, or you can make a pop-up actually appear once this button is clicked. Let me just go and send people to Google. Okay, I want it to open in a new tab. So now we have the pages 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the extra link. This is over here. So what happens if you want to add on a submenus? The submenus can be added to pages only. So as you can see, now we have home, page 2, page 3, page 4. I want to put page 3 under the page 2. So what I do is I just move it a bit inside, as you see. Now page 2 has a drop down on page 3. Let's try to do it for the next one as well. Okay, so I can put this one as well on the page 2. Let's see if I can put it below page 3. Yeah, it is not working at this moment. So you can see that we can only put subcategories. We cannot do a category of a category. So I cannot put a subcategory of the page 3. You see, if I pull it inside anywhere on the page, it is not moving. So this teaches us that we can only create one subcategory on the link. So this is it, Paul. I hope I explained your question and that you are happy now with it. Eric just came on. Did you already answer my question about connecting the domain to our affiliate link? Yes, Eric, I just did. So what I said, head over to Groove Digital Academy, GroovePages, publish your site. And then the last video, it is a bit hidden. There is a step-by-step how to create a URL redirect. Eric, it is a 5 minute 46 seconds long video over here, or you can also use this one. It is explained step by step. There is some code you need to copy. You need to paste in this code, but everything is shown in the video, and the code is also pasted in here. So you'll just need to copy this code, put it in a code. Includes basically the tracking area of the page settings, and then you are good to go. So just watch this video, Eric. You will have all the information needed. I have Paul's question. When in preview mode of GroovePages, how can I get the links to work? So Paul, this is being done because, let me show you. So we created now this menu, we save it, and then we go to preview it. The preview loads everything much quicker. Let's just count. 1, 2, 3, okay, less than 3 seconds without any functions. So if I would go over here and then subscribe, it is not allowing me to subscribe because it is not loading in the functions. If it would load in the functions, it would take a bit longer. When you want to just preview your page, you are previewing the design, you are not previewing also the functionality. Let's say I want to click on this extra link, it is loading here. Just watch this corner of the screen. You see that that it is showing up that it is going to Google, but it is not actually transferring us once we click on it, because it is not loading in the functionality. You would need to publish your site somewhere. Just publish on a host, GroovePages hosted domain. Just type in test or whatever, and then publish it there. It will load in, and then it is actually loading in the functionality. So once you click the preview, it is not loading in the functionality of the page, just the design. Also, if you are adding on some of the embed elements, it will be showing up, and then you will be able to play with that one using the preview. But it is the best in case you just publish it somewhere on a dummy hosted, basically GroovePages website, and then you can go in there and test it out. Could you explain if the redirect is something that we all need to do, not clear the purpose? Denise, I don't want to explain this one. This has been explained fully in the video. So just go there, click the video. It will also, you can just read through this one if you need to use it, if you don't need to use it. This is basically in case you want to create a pretty link. You want people to be able to click to your domain like this, simonleong.com/GrooveFunnels. When we click on this one, we will be transferred over to another page that is actually loading in like that. So just watch the video, it will explain everything in detail then. Okay. I have another question from Paul. Thanks, David. Under my shop menu tab on the navigation bar, I have 6 submenus that go into internal pages. Does this mean I can't have those subcategories or menus? You cannot have multiple subcategories at this moment. You can just have 2 as we tested it out together. You don't have to put so many things up here. I don't even suggest you to put so many things up here. You don't have to put all of them here. You can click, for example, a product page. On the product page, when it loads, you can create a menu over here. You can load, you can create it like Amazon does. Amazon doesn't have everything in the navigation bar. It has something like this. It has navigation bars, but they don't go to any subcategories. Just load them in on a page like this one. Just link it in. Just put in text or text links. So link it in like that. You don't have to actually put everything up here. In GrooveKart it is possible, but at this moment in GroovePages it is not possible. As we tested it out, you can have only two basically one row of submenus. Okay, that is done. I have a Bridget saying, hello David, is GrooveSell built on WordPress? No, Bridget. GrooveSell is a custom created app that was designed and created by the Groove Digital company. When you go to GrooveSell, this is a custom built coded website. So if you view the page source, not the page source, but basically the inspect, all this code that is loading in, it is created separately using our developers. It is not built on website on a WordPress cannot handle these types of software. Okay, so I think I answered most of these questions. You're the best, David Lemon. Thank you, Eric. So that is it for now, guys. In case you have any more questions, please let me know. I have Bridget saying, I ask because I find WordPress very challenging. Yes, WordPress is not the most user-friendly software to use if you are starting out. You need to install it on your hosting on the servers. You need to basically set it up correctly. You need to change all the settings so that it actually starts working. You need to install plugins. You need to purchase extra stuff so that you can actually start working. It gives you more customization. You can build multiple, so not multiple, but you can build more things than with GroovePages at this moment. But everything that you can build, the normal sites, normal websites that you can build with WordPress, you can build them already now in GroovePages. The functionalities are different. The usage is sometimes different, but what we are creating now a custom is we are building a custom platform that will make it super easy for everybody to start. When you go to GrooveFunnels, we already have like GroovePages. You know that this is where you can build out your pages. GrooveSell, if you want to sell something, you click on that one. If you want GrooveMail, then if you want to send emails, you can just click on that one. So it is already very simple, and everything is inside one dashboard. Everything is inside one roof. So let's just say I want to go and then start a new site. There is actually a button, new site. In WordPress, you would need to go into your hosting. You would need to go install WordPress, choose which domain you want to do it. It just takes so long. Look at this one. New site. What template you want to use? I want to use one of mine. So let's just say I want to use this one. It loads in, and you can actually start editing immediately. You can go in there and then play with it. I'm not saying that WordPress is bad. I actually have a couple of websites and then created a couple of websites for customers of mine using WordPress. I'm saying that GroovePages is it's quicker, easier to use, faster to start with, and then just overall more user friendly and beginner friendly. Okay, let's just see a couple of comments over here. Thanks for all your help. Thank you, Denise, for asking your questions. It was nice to have you on here. I purchased other cost of or charges for upgrades. Yeah, basically and get other costs. Yeah, so you need to purchase everything separately. What we are trying to do here is we are trying to build in everything. So for example, in WordPress, you would need to install a plugin to be working with SEO. With SEO, it is a basic thing nowadays, so it is built into GroovePages. You come into the settings, and then you can type in your page title, meta keywords, meta description, everything that a Yoast plugin is doing actually. We are building in everything in here, like Open Graph, social share settings are also here. You would need to have separate plugins for that one on WordPress. Thank you for your time and demonstrating things to make it easier for us to succeed. Of course, Paul, this is why I'm here. If any of you need any help, message me directly or send an email to me on david@groovedigital.com. I will be happy to help you there. My domain is hosted by Namecheap. How can I transfer it? Bridget, I really suggest you to come over to the Groove Digital Facebook group where you are at this moment, and then the live demo that I did yesterday. It is not actually showing up here. I forgot to put it in, but I created a video about domain. And this is over here, full guide on getting the domain connected over to GroovePages. So I'll just make this one click quickly at post topic, live demos. Where is it? Anyway, I cannot find it now. I will do that later on. I think it's because we are streaming now. So this post, full guide on getting a domain connected to GroovePages. This is what you need to choose, and then you can watch this one. This is very fresh. This was done yesterday, so you will have all your information here. I purchased lifetime access. Am I asking? I'm asking, will I get additional cost in future for future update? Nope. So if you purchase the lifetime access, you will have every upgrade, every update for free. Um, I said it incorrectly. You will not have every upgrade. You will have every update for free. In case you purchase the lifetime deal, you will have access to these apps. You will have access to these apps and all of their updates. Updates meaning feature add-ons and things like this. Sometimes we will have upgrades like you will get 25,000 customer mailing list in GrooveMail. In case you need more, you will be offered an upgrade. This will be a paid upgrade. It will not be included within the lifetime access. So these kinds of upgrades are not for free, but as a lifetime member, you will have all this available to you, so you don't have to actually purchase anything else in case you're working with all these tools. We will be giving bonuses and everything, so you don't have to worry. You will get even more than what you signed up for. Is GrooveMail ready to use, or is it in timeline? It is not ready. So it is actually over here, GrooveMail. Once you click on it, you will see that it says coming late July 2020. This, I've seen a sneak peek. It is not this sneak peek. I've seen an actual demo of GrooveMail being used. If you've seen, let me just see if I can find this email, for example. You can see that this was sent by Groove Digital. It is for tomorrow's webinar. I highly suggest you to sign up for this one. It is the state of Groovy on everything you need to know about updates and upcoming features and benefits, and everything that you need to know about the company will be explained tomorrow. So make sure you open this email actually and go out there and sign up immediately. If you have any questions like this one, is GrooveMail ready? When is this coming? When is that? Tomorrow. Find this email over here from Mike Filsame. Interact live with Mike Filsame and the Groove team Friday. This is the state of Groovy on everything will be explained. Anyway, let's get back to the thing that I wanted to mention. Sendgroove.com. This is already GrooveMail. We are using GrooveMail to send out these emails. I've seen a demo and it is awesome. So in case you're looking forward to this one, you should, because it is awesome. It is coming very, very soon. And tomorrow on this webinar with Mike Filsame, you will learn everything there is to know about the upcoming updates and dates and everything that you need to know. Paul is asking, where can I find the link for tomorrow's webinar with Mike? Paul, come over here to the Groove Digital Facebook group, and then you will see here. It was posted somewhere over here. Oh, look at. This is just something that I've seen now. Sneak peek of GrooveFunnels development, a look at GrooveMail, GrooveMember, Groove Video. Guys, I was just talking about this one. Have a look at this one. Donna Fox shared the link 1 hour ago. This is the sneak peek I've seen. So have a look at it. It is pretty cool. So this is the actually a video on YouTube, and she says, want to see more? Be sure to register the State of Groovy on live webinar tomorrow. Click over here, or you can also find the image here in the recent media. This is an image of this one. So over here, Mike Filsame, there is a webinar registration link you need to click, and then you will actually be registered for tomorrow. So make sure you go out there tomorrow. It's super awesome stuff is waiting for you. We have raised the limits for the registration, so we expect you to be there. But really, come over there. You will be very, very happy. Bridget, is e-commerce included in my lifetime access and content creation? Yes, Bridget, in case you actually purchased the GrooveFunnels/upgrade. So GrooveFunnels.com/upgrade, in case you seen this page and then you actually went out and got lifetime access for everything, then you can see here what you actually get. All these products and instant access to GrooveKart for e-commerce. GrooveKart is available within. So this is GrooveKart. It is a separate login, so you should have received a separate login. Where you need to go is my.groovekart.com. You can basically type in your login details that you received in the email once you upgraded. If you don't see your email, check the spam folder. You will be able to find it there. Okay, so fantastic, David. I mean, thank you. You are fantastic. Thank you very much, Bridget. Yeah, guys, I think I'm going to wrap this up. It is now 1 hour and 25 minutes. Please, 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 please come tomorrow to this State of Groovion. Believe me, when Mike Filsame is doing a live, when Mike is doing a webinar, you really want to be there. I'm so happy that this is happening because I myself want to know what is coming up. I was so happy last time when he did this webinar. I was like, God, yay! This is waiting for me and for everybody that joined. I was so happy. So please, guys, just find this post, register to the webinar, and if you want, you can have a look at that update, the sneak peek, which you can find. Donna posted it here. This is this one, GrooveFunnels, sneak peek of GrooveFunnels development. Make sure you are there tomorrow. Okay. Paul saying, excellent, thank you. Bridget saying, you're a star. Thank you, Bridget. Yeah, so I have Christine here. She's really taking lead. Thank you very much, Christine. I think for today we are already finishing up. So in case you have any questions, just pop them in the comments. I will go later on and then read through everything. But thank you very much for joining me here today. I really enjoyed this LemonAid session. We are doing this LemonAid every Thursday, so join us next time as well. And please, please make sure you are there tomorrow on that webinar with Mike. Once you register, you will receive the emails for all the upcoming webinars like these. So yeah, you just do it once and then you are there. I have Martin here from Find Focus, looking forward to it. Thanks, Martin. I'm looking forward to it as well. So that is it, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed and it was not boring for you to watch me rant and answer separate questions from separate people. But yeah, in case you need some clarification or if you want me to create a video or something special, just pop it in the group or message me and then I will create these trainings for everybody else. So thank you very much, guys, for coming in today, and then see you tomorrow, or see you in the group, and then see you tomorrow on that website.